Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the 5-day challenge, Create Your TV Show. And welcome if you're here for the very first time and are meeting me for the very first time. Make sure you introduce yourself in the group and let's connect. I'd love to find out a little bit more about you, your business, and what it is you'd love to do a show on. So I'll just wait till a few people come on live. If you are meeting me, joining me live, make sure you comment below so I can see that you're there. Hopefully everything will work and the comments will come up. Now I'll just let you know I have pre-recorded a video just in case anything happens and we lose a connection. The garbage truck's due to come at 11 a.m. and it's very loud, so who knows what's going to happen, but let's hope this all goes to plan anyway. But I just want to say thank you so much to all the beautiful clients that I've worked with over the past 8 years, because you have continued to share my work and refer clients to me, and I just adore you, not because you've referred clients to me, but I adore you because you have so much courage and you have a beautiful soul, and I do believe that this is all divine timing. When the student is ready, the teacher will come. The teacher appears. So if you've got any questions, I'm not going to answer them as I go through this live video. I'm going to come in tonight at 7:30 and I'm going to answer questions there, because I know there's going to be a lot more questions that are going to come up, and if I ask everybody's question as I go along right now, I'm going to totally lose my focus and get off track. So you'll have to excuse me because I have written notes so I stay on track, and I will be glancing down at those notes just to make sure that we stay on track. So thank you, ladies. I won't be shouting out your name, but I can see that you're there, and thank you so much for joining us. So basically, who am I and why am I qualified to do this? I just want to share with you quickly. Back in 2010, I created a web TV show called Toddlers to Teens TV. Now, I didn't have a system, a blueprint, a program to show me how to do that. But within 3 weeks of launching, we were being viewed in 78 countries around the world, and that's when I realized the power of video. Okay, so I have done this, and I have mentored people for the last 8 years in how to grow their profile and their business using the power of video. So I'm very excited to have you here. And believe me, there's people in this group who are my past clients. You can reach out to them and connect with them and see what I was like to work with, or you can read my reviews on my Facebook page, Melissa Groom, the Visibility Mentor, there as well. So just to go over what we're going to cover in today's video. So day one is going to cover what is a show. Okay, it's not that obvious for everybody, and I'll explain that. Why you need a show and the advantage that you have over big brands, which is really exciting. I'll also be talking about your vision, because that is so important. It's probably the number one most important thing that you need to have before you start anything, because everything starts with a thought, doesn't it? Who is your show for? When we talk about your vision, it's going to talk about the outcome for you too, because when you're very clear about the outcome of what you want for having your show, that is what's going to keep you going and keep you staying on track to launch, grow your show. So who is your show for? So important. From the get-go, we get really clear about who your show is for. That's your ideal target market, and the outcome for them too. What is the outcome for people watching your show? Why would they want to come and watch your show? Why would they want to continue to come and watch your show continually every week? So what is your message? That is huge. And I believe we all have a really important message to share, and that's why you've been divinely guided into this challenge to connect with me. So, but in saying that, we'll also talk about what products and services you can offer. A lot of people tell me they don't do video because they don't get a return on investment. So if you do the strategy right that I will be teaching you, then you will have a return on investment, and it will be very worth your while. So for those of you who think, I do not have time to learn another thing, oh my God, I've got to how am I going to find time to get on video? I mean, I've got to get up, I've got to get out of my pajamas, I've got to get my hair and makeup done. I mean, I didn't go to the studio, I didn't go and get my hair professionally done or my makeup professionally done, but you can see I've got out of my pajamas and I've made my best effort, and that's what we need to do if we are serious about our business. We need to show up for our clients. So let's talk about what is a show. So people say to me all the time, well, I'm doing videos. I've got videos on Facebook and YouTube, my website. I share them all over the internet and email them to my database even. So the thing is, when you have a show, it totally changes it. So let me ask you here. If you walk into a networking event and you introduce yourself, hi, I'm Melissa Groom, the Visibility Mentor. I help people to grow their profile. You can have a look on me, look me up on Facebook, and I do some videos here and there, and you know, you can learn a little bit more about how to grow your profile. Or I walk in and I say, hi, I'm Melissa Groom. I'm the host and producer of XYZ show. And so it instantly changes your credibility. And I can tell you this from experience. So everything that I'm going to be teaching and sharing with you, I've done myself. I'm not going to try and pretend that I'm something I'm not. But I do know from when I launched my very first show and I went to networking events and I introduced myself as the host and producer of Toddlers to Teens TV, which was my show back then, people surrounded me in swarms, and I had a lineup out the door of people wanting to hand me their business card because it was a very new thing then, and people just wanted to know how they could get involved in the show, especially when I stood up and I introduced myself and said, if you're interested in being interviewed on the show and featuring your business or being a guest expert, that just totally changed. People actually wanted to know me. So when you have your own show, you become a media outlet as well. So you know, that means other businesses will take you seriously, and we'll go over monetizing your show in day 4. But it just changes the whole ball game. And I know, you know, I talk to everyday entrepreneurs doing extraordinary things. You're probably just like me, a mum at home or a dad, or I know I've got my nephew on here. He's just turned 18 and finishing school, and he knows the power of YouTube or video. He knows the power of video and the power of that connection that you can get. So he's in here watching as well. But a show, you think about the shows that you want, that you watch, you know when they're on, you schedule time to make sure that, you know, dinner's done, the washing up's done, and you're sitting on the couch and you're ready to watch that favorite show because you love that show. So a show is where you're going to show up every single week, and I'll talk about how often you should have your show, but at least every single week at the same time, at the same day. Now, if I can put out a show when I have, my son had a kidney transplant, I was at home, we started creating the show from Ronald McDonald House, and I came home and we produced 450 videos, and those videos went out, the show went out every week consistently, no matter what. And I'll go over automating your show and how all that is possible, even with live videos now, later in another module, which is marketing and automating your show. But I just want you to know that I've got a girlfriend who is awesome on camera, but she told me she cannot get on and do videos because she wants to go to NIDA to learn how to be a presenter and present on camera. Now, there could be nothing further from the truth, because she'll go there and she'll learn probably how to be a TV presenter or an actor. And nobody wants that, and nobody expects that. Now, if you're going to go on TV, yes, they expect you to look a certain way, to speak a certain way. And if you're going to stand in front of the camera with your hands like this, like they do on 60 Minutes, and talk, you know, in a very slow and robotic sound, just like this, and pronounce all your words very slowly, and it's just not real, you know. And look, I'm very animated when I talk. I do use my body language, and I think that's a plus for us. We're not confined by a producer and a director that's telling us when we have to show up, what we have to wear, what we are and what we're not allowed to say. We can do whatever we choose to do in our show, and we can make it whatever we want. Now, a show can be anything from a 1-minute show, pre-recorded, right up into a 1-hour live show. Well, actually, I think you can do Facebook Lives for 4 hours, but I'm not sure I'd hang around for 4 hours. But I definitely do watch Facebook Lives that go for an hour. Now, Facebook Watch rolled out in America in August 2017. A lot of people still don't even know this who are in the States. If you scroll across the bottom of your news feed, you'll see a little TV icon. If you press that, you'll get a whole news feed just of people doing live shows, live streaming. And that's going to be coming out here in Australia too. You can already pre-register your show name before you rush off and do a business page and set it all up. Let's go through this process. I've created a web TV blueprint. We'll be going over all of this later, and I don't want you to rush ahead and try and do it, because there are things that you need to tick off to make sure that the foundations are set up correctly before you get going. But so a show can be, you don't have to be in a professional studio. Let me just tell you that right now. You can film your show outside. You can film your show. Sure, you can go and film a studio. You can film a show at somebody's business. There's so many different areas. As long as you've obviously, if you're doing a live show, that you've got that really strong connection. And unfortunately, in Australia, we don't have the connection that they do in America. We're always so many years behind. But I think Gary Vee was one of the first people I came across. He was the one who started Wine Library TV and grew his dad's wine business into a multi-million-dollar company by doing videos in front of his laptop. And Marie Forleo started exactly the same, and look at her now. So for those of you who are thinking, I just have to wait till I've got a professional videographer, I need all the professional equipment. You don't. You just need to get started. And maybe you won't ever get to that point. But if you don't, you're still going to make an impact. You're still going to grow your profile. You're still going to grow your connections. And it's still going to make a big impact. Okay? So just using your mobile phone and having a good lapel microphone. I'll go through all the equipment and stuff tomorrow, and content creation. But I just want you to know that you've got everything you need. Okay, if you've got a mobile phone and you've got Wi-Fi, great, you can get started. And look, there's YouTube shows. YouTube, people have built their business and communities and their profile on YouTube, but it's very different. I'll get a notification in an email, or I might have clicked on the bell that I want to be notified when a new video comes out. And I know, that maybe they'll put up a show on a Tuesday, but Facebook is where the eyes are. And let me tell you that video views have overtaken YouTube. Video, look at you and me here. I mean, I did tell the people when they first came on board, I wouldn't be doing shout outs and saying hi to you guys, because that's going to get me off track, and some people find that quite annoying. But I think it's really powerful when you're doing a live show to be interacting and engaging with your show. So if you're doing videos and you're not getting results, there's so many strategies I can teach you to help you get more engagement and more views, which we'll be going over in my web TV blueprint. So that's something I'll tell you more about on day 5. But why you need a show, basically, you're not going to survive. Your business is not going to survive on Facebook without one. Okay, so and look, you could already be doing lots of lives. I know Barbie, and we've got Barbie Cawthorn in here, and we've got Beth Elaine Haynes, Jan Marie Brooke, Kylie Stratton. They're all past clients of mine, but they're doing lives, but a little bit of tweaking in their marketing will just make their business and their profile explode. It's so powerful, and it's a commitment to you. It's a commitment from you to the people that you're going to serve, that you're going to show up every single week, and they know when you're going to show up, so they'll come over and they'll watch your show. And there's ways we can reward people for turning up to your show and making them loyal to you. So a show will build a loyal, trusted brand, because when you show up consistently, that is when the trust is built, okay? Not just here and there whenever you feel like it. So is very important. And as I said, it sounds scary, a show, oh my God, but you know what? You drive on a highway with huge big trucks. You go up in planes and fly in planes. Like, let's put this in perspective. It seems scary, number one, because you're putting yourself out there, and people, yes, there will be people who will try and bring you down. There might even be naysayers like your partner, your kids, or your friends that say, what are you doing? Who do you think you are? No time for that. Follow your heart. Follow your intuition. I know that I've been divinely guided to be of service to you, because there's many ways I can grow my business. There's many ways I can earn an income. But I know that I'm coming from my soul. I'm coming through my business from my soul to your soul, to guide you, to support you, to lead you, to help you to share your message with the world and be of service to them. And when you come from that place, nobody's going to bring you down, okay? And you're going to launch your show and grow your show and be consistent and turn up, be there for the people who really need you. So, and the advantage that you have over big brands, it's so exciting. I mean, big brands have to spend millions of dollars every year to market themselves, you know? Do you see the face of Coca-Cola or the face of Nike jumping on Facebook and connecting and engaging? No, they have to spend those millions of dollars to build that trust, to build that connection. And we don't even need millions of followers to make a difference. I mean, I've got a community on the 30-day video challenge, 500 people. I know I've made a massive difference in there. It's not millions of people, but, you know, you don't have to have millions of followers and millions of people to actually make a difference. So that is the advantage that you have over big brands. And you don't have a big board of directors telling you what you can and can't do. And it's just so exciting. So please stick with us throughout the next 5 days. I will be doing a video every morning. If the lives don't work, I'll just pop up my pre-recorded video. But make sure that you ask questions either under this in this live feed now as you come to them. I've also put up a workbook, or I called it a fun book, because it really is a fun book. It's about helping you to get those creative juices flowing. I went out and did my meditation this morning, and I grounded myself and I connected myself with Source, and I know that you wouldn't believe the power in this group, the people that are in this group. Collectively, the energy that is going to be behind all of this and the people that will be supporting you to launch your show is so powerful. I don't know about you, but I am just like, can you feel my energy? Can you feel my excitement? That is the power of video, guys. It is unbelievable. So, number one, make sure you do download that workbook, because if you don't, you probably just scribble some notes all over the place and then you can't find them, and you know, you just won't come back tomorrow. So, so let's talk about your vision. Your vision is why do you want to do a show? Why do you want to do a show? So, and what is the outcome for you? So, for example, right, I'll share with you that I have a vision to start in September Healing the World TV. Now, I am not a healer. I'm not a practitioner in that space. But I want to use my skills to launch a show and to showcase all the beautiful healers that I am connected with and have the honor to know. And we'll be sending out a beautiful healing every time we do a show. We'll be talking about the type of modality that particular healer offers, and then we'll be doing a little teaching topic, so you actually get a real value, and we'll have a giveaway as well. Now, the outcome for me, obviously I'm going to just love it, because I love learning from spiritual teachers and healers, because I'm on that journey myself. But the outcome for me is it's going to build my profile. I could have picked a show on anything. In fact, I was going to do the Entrepreneur Show last year, but you know what? It just was not something that made me want to leap out of bed and just get so excited about. And Healing the World TV does that for me. It's got to be something that just, it's not just a great business idea. It's got nothing to do with a business. Let me tell you that. It's about the legacy that you want to leave in the world. The impact that you want to want to bring to the world. Yes, if you've got a business like I know Maria Padarakis, she's got a program, Retiring with Joy, that's her business. She wants to do a show, Retiring with Joy TV, and that's fine. It can all be aligned with that. I've got clients who do jewelry shows. You can get up and you can just share pieces of jewelry that are for sale. I mean, so many people aren't leveraging this technology that's here. But I'm truly interested and passionate about helping people that I know can make a huge difference in the world. But look, if you're doing a jewelry show, and I was talking to Lynn George, who's over in the States, she has her own jewelry show, but she also wants to do the Lynn George show. She's a confidence coach. But how does she know that just through doing her jewelry show, she's not going to build her team of consultants who also want to do, sell jewelry and do their own jewelry show? So, I mean, it's huge. The possibilities are absolutely huge. So, you've got to know what the outcome is for you. Like when I spoke with a client last year, I'll give you an example. His name is James Smith, and he works in the mines, and he's a friend of my partner Glenn's. And when I told him what I did, and he told me, yes, I work in the mines, but really I want to be a motivational speaker and talk about mental health because I've had depression and been suicidal, and I just really want to talk about men's mental health. And I said, well, you should have a show then. And he's like, well, how do I do that? So I said, well, look, let's just do let me ask you what. Okay, so first of all, he had the outcome he wanted. The outcome he wanted for doing a show was to be a motivational speaker for mental health. Now, let me show you how powerful intention and visualization is, guys. So I said to James, let's go for a drive out to the countryside. I'll hop in the passenger seat. I'll film you and I'll interview you, and let's put it up on your page. Now, he only had 120 fans. Well, let's say less than 150 fans. Within 24 hours, now we didn't push. Okay, I did share his video a little bit in some of my groups and things like that and out to my friends. But within 24 hours, he had 2,500 views on that one video alone. And not only that, the best part, oh my God, okay, I'll tell you the best part in a minute. But he got so many messages, text messages and messages through to his mobile Facebook page. Thank you, James. I actually was going to neck myself today. But after watching your video, you've saved my life, buddy. And I mean, that is what video can do. That is why I am so passionate. You can see I just want to shake you and go, you've got to do a show. It really makes a difference. And then James got a phone call the very next day that we put that video out, and he got a phone call from head office saying, James, we want you to be the head of our mental health campaign, and we want to send you all around Australia. I'm getting goosebumps, and be a motivational speaker on men's health. So how awesome is that? That is just amazing. And, Carla Joy's another beautiful, one of my clients. I met her through a girlfriend of mine, but she came in and did the 30-day video challenge. Absolutely nailed it. She's an A-grade student, by the way. Does everything I ask her to. And, she had launched her show within 6 weeks and went off and done a live show. And just recently, go and check her out. It's called Cancer Unplugged. She just recently did an interview with Mona Hecky, who's a naturopath here on the Gold Coast, about the CBD oil. And it's amazing what she's doing. So go and support her, give her a like, give her some share. But she does a show on Wednesday nights live, and it's amazing. It's making her be a better person, grow, develop. There's so many things you're going to get out of having your own show, but it's at the end of the day, yes, it will build your business, it will build your profile, it can increase your income, but it will make such a difference in the world to the people that really need to hear it, to connect with you. Connection is one of the basic human needs, isn't it? So imagine all the people all around the world that are just sitting at home and they're not feeling great. A video can actually give them hope, inspire them, motivate them, and as I said, can absolutely save their life, okay? So we need to know next, who is your show for? So obviously, you know, Healing the World TV sounds really quite broad, doesn't it? So I obviously need to do some work about who that show is for, who my ideal client is, so I make sure that I'm really leveraging the show and getting the views and sharing that show and building the connections where I need to build the connections to make that show a success for everybody. And the outcome for the people watching the show, the outcome for my viewers, or our viewers, because guest experts, it'll be their viewers as well. The outcome for people watching the show is they're going to get a healing. They're going to get a healing from wherever they are around the world. They're going to be educated about a particular topic, about a particular modality that they might not have understood or even knew existed. And they're going to have an educational component of the show, which is a topic the guest expert will pick. And from that, they will have a transformational experience. They will be enlightened. They will be awakened. And as I said, we'll also be offering giveaways on the show as well. So I know what the outcome is going to be for my viewers, and that is so important too when you're putting out a show. I just want to say, I don't want to embarrass my nephew, but I just want to say hi, Adam. He's doing his HSC and he's in here because he knows that video is the way to go to if you want to build a business. So the other thing is, what is your message? So some of you might struggle with this depending on what business that you're in. Maybe you think that you've just got a service or a product that you want to offer and there really is no actual message. But I think at the core of everything, even if your message, I'll say this for my nephew, even if the message for Adam is to show other young people that you don't have to go out to a dead-end job, a boring job when you finish school, that you can actually start your own online show and do whatever you want. And if that's talking about games that you've got, or you could be an affiliate and mention games and having a link to a site where people actually buy the games that you're talking about. But we'll be talking about monetizing your show later in the week, I think on day 4 anyway, and be going over all of that. So and think about too, what products and services can you offer? So most of you will have products and services that you offer. When I started Toddlers to Teens TV, I did not have products and services that I could offer. And then I started offering interviews on the show, which was my product. Then we launched an online magazine. Now that was a whole nother thing, a whole nother business. Everything got bigger than Ben-Hur, by the way. You don't have to do that. You know, there are so many things you can monetize your show, and I'm specialized in packaging up your knowledge and expertise, so we can work on that too together. But it doesn't always have to be your products and services. As I said, you can do affiliates with your guest experts. So there's so many things to think about, and you're probably, your little brain, thank you for putting the link to your show. If you've already got a show, please share it in the group. No problem there. I've got no problem with you promoting your shows. The most important thing, guys, is download the fun book. Let's get those creative juices flowing. Let's get excited. But I just want to share with you that you are unique, you are amazing, and the world needs you. So is there anyone here who's here? I'm going to bring on somebody who I can bring on camera, and let's bring on Barbie. People know that I do this sometimes. You can say hi to us, and she can talk about just what video's actually done for her business, because Barbie came into my 30-day video challenge, and she mostly does the live videos as well. And you know, she's getting great success. She's just done a huge big fundraiser for Nepal, and she said if I wasn't doing video and using Facebook, she wouldn't have had the huge success which she did. So looks like I've sent the invitation. Let's see if she can come on board. Maybe not. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I don't want to go on for too long because I know there will be some people who are working and need to watch this replay. And I know when I'm joining a program and I see a video is going for an hour, sometimes I freak out. think, oh my God, how am I going to have the time to do all this? But please schedule an hour a day to watch my videos, to work on your fun book, and come in and ask your questions. And I'll come into the group tonight at 7:30 to answer the questions that you've put up this morning or today. And I just thank you all for joining me. The world is your oyster, guys. Facebook has changed the world for us. And obviously I'll be sharing with you about marketing your show. It's not just about doing a show on Facebook. We need to leverage our videos, but I'll go over that in our marketing. So just so you know, tomorrow we'll be talking about what equipment and content creation. Day 3 we'll be talking about marketing and automating your show, and day 4 we'll talk about monetizing your show. So I am just gonna say now, if I'll try and scroll up. I'm just gonna try and scroll up. I might need to put my glasses on, and I'm going to see if there's any questions quickly. Oh, Barbie's saying she's just pulled over. Let's see if she can. She might be able to join us. She must have been driving. She must have been about to get in the car. Let's see if she can join us and say hello. So I want you to meet some of my clients and the people who've done my programs, guys, because they are amazing. You just never know who's in this group and who you'll be able to collaborate with. We have to work together to, build up our skills, whether that's interview skills or whatever it is. I know some of us are borrowing tripods and all those sorts of things, whatever it is, but please just ask the questions, because you're in here to get the support and the help that you need. Hello, Barbie.
Hi, Mel.
How are you?
Good. I've just come from acupuncture, so I was hoping I wouldn't miss it. But anyway, I've pulled over, so here I am.
Oh, that's good. So thank you for joining us. I'm excited. We've been working together for probably a year now with the 30-day video challenge and your feng shui school, and learning all about the power of video. So is there anything that you want to add to today's video and just encourage the people that are joining in on the challenge?
Yeah. Look, my whole thing was, yes, I was scared like everybody else when you first go to do it, and you think, I don't, look at me, my hair's all over the place and everything. You just got to get on and do it. I wouldn't be where I am and different things that I've been doing if I hadn't gone into doing my Facebook Lives, Mel, and that was from encouragement from you. I want to be in this challenge, this 5-day challenge, because like everyone, I want to actually condense it down and actually, find, yes, I want a TV, the web TV, but I want to define it more. And so it's fine doing my Facebook Lives as you've suggested, and I do get excited and I get on it spasmodically and instantly and tell people things, but I do believe that it has to be a little bit more organized to make it one, to monetize it down the track, and two, to get your audience all the time, because when you just jump on, you've only got the people that are on it at the time. So I can't emphasize enough how much just being live, because people actually know you're real. And I know I go out and do lots of meetups and meet people. People know me because they see me. They see me in the raw, basically. Well, not so much in the raw, but you know what I mean. And it means something to people that I'm actually real. So I'm not just up there with a professional photo shot and all that. I'm actually real, and that's the best thing about video. The best.
And I have so many people say to me, I was at the shops and someone came up to me and said, I know you from, it was a 30-day video challenge or something like that. So yeah, I'm excited to be working with you, Barbie, to get your show up and running. And look, if Barbie can do it, if Barbie can learn this technology, really, guys, there's no excuse. Just please ask the questions if you need help.
Absolutely.
What we're here for. I'm here for you for the next 5 days to answer any of your questions for free. I mean, that's huge.
That is huge.
And then at the end of this week, I'll be opening up an exclusive invitation to become a founding member of the Videopreneur School, where you'll be joining a global community of people who are already creating or have already created their own TV show, to be there to support you, to guide you. You'll have me as your mentor every single week, and we'll be bringing in guest experts as well. When Margarita Vorbioff is our first mindset mentor to help you get rid of those self-limiting beliefs, because there's no time for that, guys. We just have to get on and get the show on the road.
And Mel, if I can actually say to people, when I first started with you, I didn't know what a PDF was. I didn't know what a URL was. I didn't know any of those digital things. And I now know what they are. I'm not sure if I can always use them. So don't be scared. That's the best part about it. Don't be scared. Jump in. And the groups that you create, Mel, everybody is so supportive. Just ask the question and someone will answer it. If it's not yourself, it'll be somebody else, and it's fabulous. It's absolutely fabulous.
Well, thank you for joining us, Barbie. I'll let you go, but looking forward to seeing you shine brightly, beautiful. Mwah.
Thank you, Mel. Bye, everyone. Bye.
So I just want to let you know, guys, before I launched my web TV show, I had actually never done a video, ever. Okay, not that I'd put out there on the internet, that's for sure. So don't think that you have to be doing video for years before you do this. If you want to get comfortable in front of the camera, the best thing that you can do is just open up Facebook Messenger and start sending a little video message to your partner or your girlfriends or your kids every day, just to jump on and say, hi, hope you have an amazing day. Because the more you do it, the more comfortable you get, and you've just got to get out of your own way. So go and do that this week. If you want to send me a message saying, hi, I'm in the challenge. This is what I want to do a show on, or whatever. It doesn't matter, but just practice doing those videos. Open up a Facebook group, call it Video Test, and go in and start learning how to use Facebook Live, or just if you're doing a live show. Or even if you're not doing a live show, if you're doing a pre-recorded show, it's good to know how to do the lives to be able to push out the content in your newsfeed throughout the week. So just go in there and fiddle around with all the buttons, because the only way you're going to learn is trial and error, guys. So have an amazing day. That's it from me today. Thank you for showing up, and thank you for watching the replay. Welcome to the people who I haven't met before. Please introduce yourself and tell me a little bit about your business and what you'd like to do a show on. Lots of love. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you at 7:30 tonight. Bye.